Hello everybody, I'm Milanda, aka Creative Mommy of 2, and welcome back. Today we have, as you can see, another WIP and Chat. It might be that I need to film this in multiple parts, because just as I wanted to press record, the little one woke up. But he looks like he's still happy and trying to get back to sleep, so obviously I'm not going to run upstairs. And I'm just hoping that he will fall asleep on his own. So it might be that I need to go for a little bit so that the recording will be then in more parts. So let's hope for the best and hope that he sleeps at least for the next half an hour, 45 minutes or something, depending on how long I will ramble today. First of all, how are you all? I hope you have had a great week. I hope you, if you celebrated Easter, that you had a wonderful Easter. We personally did not do much, especially with the whole world situation at the moment. But yeah. Luckily for us, our kids are at an age that they don't know Easter. So what they don't know, they're not going to miss. So that's kind of lucky for us, because if they were like a year or 3 older, I think they would want to do at least something. But yeah, I need to say last week was actually quite good. Busy, but at least I'm entertained. We had last week the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we had quite good weather. So on Wednesday I did work in the garden for a bit, pulled out some weeds and trimmed down the few bits of plants and that kind of stuff. So now the garden looks at least a little bit better. And hopefully I can keep it like that. Because, well, with being pregnant last year and not being able to, well, bend as much, because, well, my back was killing me. And afterwards, because I had a C-section, yeah, well, the next 2 months you can't do too much, so that also made for the fact that I couldn't do much in the garden. And my husband is one of those guys, likes to sit in the garden, likes to see it, but hates to work in it, so it's all up to me. And with 2 little ones running around, it's not always easy to get time to do that, because especially with our daughter now, since she will be turning 3 in June, she is in that age that she wants to help. But toddlers and helping in a garden, well, I think you know what her version of helping is. Pulling out all the plants instead of all the weeds, and yeah. But what was it, Wednesday? No, Wednesday I did hang up the laundry outside so she could play around. Son was in his crib asleep, so I was like, okay, now's the good time to do that. Afterwards, when I needed to take it off the line, I just grabbed a box of toys, put it outside, put a blanket on the grass, and let them play. And they kind of enjoyed it, so I thought, like, you know what, take advantage of this, keep them outside for a bit and then just work in the garden. So I did that. So now it looks thankfully a lot better. On Thursday we just hang out outside for about an hour in the garden, so I could already enjoy it. Well, Friday I did the messy part of our garden. Because yeah, as I said before, we have a part that when we bought the house was full of bamboo. We cut the bamboo short and now it's just, well, basically keeping it short. And when we did place the piece of grass that we now have, we dug out like a lot of sand, of more gravel, I almost want to say it was. And yeah, that we just put on top there because, well, we have the planning to let it be dug out. But it's a case of not at this moment. So it will happen sometimes. And we didn't want to, well, let a company come to put in a container so we could put it in there directly, and in a few years still need to do that. So we're like, just dump it there and we'll get rid of it. But obviously because it's sand, there were weeds growing in it, so I basically need to keep it up a little bit, because I believe my neighbors were not as happy with me last year because of all the weeds that were growing. But fair play to me, I had a good excuse. And it isn't that they wanted to come and help, so. But yeah. The last couple of years, the county does like once a year or something. They will come around and do like the sidewalk and stuff to clean that out, but there are growing so many dandelions, it's crazy. And those things, once you have them, you're not going to get rid of them that easy. Which makes that obviously a lot of the dandelion fuzz is growing, well, it's blowing into our yard, garden, however you want to call it. And yeah, so last Friday I pulled out, I believe, like 20 or more dandelions. Tried to get them as far down as I could, but some were so big, so yeah, didn't want to go dig up my whole garden. So we're now just, yeah, hoping it will keep good. Need to mow the lawn next. And I think that's, oh, I need to pull out the moss from between the tiles we have. Then I need to hose down the, well, driveway, well, the tile part of our garden, and then, well, and our balcony. And then we are done for, well, the big maintenance, I want to say, in the yard. So yeah, hopefully we can keep up this year. I'm also planted some seeds a couple of weeks ago of some herbs. I have those in my kitchen, but they don't want to grow. So I need to dig them up next week or something in hopes that they well, grow a little bit better, I want to say. I don't know if it's because I didn't plant enough seeds and they didn't just go up all. Because for once I did it like is on the package, like make some holes, so and so much space apart, put in a few seeds, cover them up, and so on and so on. Normally I fill the pot that I want them in with sand, a little bit under where I want to have it, put on the seeds, we'll just sprinkle them all over, cover them up with sand, give water, and just let it grow. But this time I thought, you know what, I am just going to do this as it's supposed to, but yeah. That didn't gonna be working. So hopefully that will work out in the end. Need to scratch my back. Got an itch. But yeah, I'm trying to create some green thumbs here, but yeah, it isn't going too great at the moment, but yeah, can't have everything. Trying my best at least. I had a good weekend. Husband was off Friday and today. As I'm filming this, it is Monday, as usual. So I have some time on Tuesday to edit everything. I make sure that I have it ready for the upload on Wednesday. Even though with the WIP and Chats I try to do as little as possible, but it sometimes means that I still need to insert some pictures or edit some, well, a little bit of text so you can understand what I mean, in case it's really bad. But I'm trying to do as less as possible. But I don't always succeed, so yeah, as I was saying, it was off on Friday and on Monday. That was easy, so at least today, the Monday, I could do a lot of housework. Well, not the housework actually today, even though I did clean the bathroom, but yeah. I also did a lot of food making for little ones, so that's in the freezer ready so that I don't need to make it fresh every day. So most of the times I make it in bulk, freeze it in, and then just take out what I need. Oh, the day that I need it. Need to do if it has fruit tomorrow. I didn't have any energy left to do that today. And let's see. Oh yeah, Friday I then worked in the garden, as I said before, pulling some weeds. I was filming. I was second guessing myself if I was recording or not. But I am, luckily for me. Saturday also was quite a busy day, but I did bake with my daughter, and yeah, after that I needed to clean. And I still did some laundry, and we moved the play kitchen that we had in the attic because, well, she was last year a little bit too rough with it, and with our son being able to stand now, we didn't want to put it in the living room. So we took it out of the attic and put it in her bedroom so she can play now when she wants. She in the morning hardly wanted to come out of there because she had such a fun time. But yes, still she needed to come downstairs to eat. Even though she wasn't happy with that. After that, son got to bed so that she couldn't play then because their rooms are like literally next to each other, and to go to her room you need to go through his because he basically is sleeping in the hallway for now. Not ideal, but I mentioned before we have a little bit of an issue with the company that did the installation, and I don't know what the word is, but at least they did the finish of the room. So we needed to actually only fill some things and then we could paint, but they messed it up. So yeah, that's already going on for more than a year. And probably will take at least another half year because it's going to court now, and yeah, that takes some time. Especially since the company in question is stalling a big time. But hopefully it will not take too long, but I fear it will. But as I was saying, the reason why she couldn't. So as she couldn't go to her room to play with her kitchen set, I decided to bake some cupcakes with her and decorate them. So she could put everything in the bowl. I must confess I did the lazy version, and I had a box mix version for cupcakes, so I only needed to add butter and eggs, if I'm not mistaken. So she put everything in the bowl and then helped me. I'll turn on the mixer, basically, because I have one of those KitchenAids, so it's just turning the switch and it works. Easy as can be. And then after that I made them in like a cupcake maker and not with like those paper cupcake things. And then in the oven, so she couldn't help with that because I'm not letting her help with that because that thing is hot. This is not normal. But yeah, it's a baking plate thing, so you can expect that it's getting hot, so it wasn't a surprise. And then afterwards, once they cooled down, she helped me to decorate them. I tried to remember to put in some pictures here. I need to say she did quite a good job. Obviously, she wanted to put all the decorations on one cupcake, so I needed to turn the plate a little so she could grab another whole cupcake to decorate. And once I showed her with one of the green sprinkles, if I remember to put it in, you might know what I mean. I wanted to dip them in like those ice cream dips. And then I wanted to give her one to also try it, but instead of also trying to dip the cupcake, she wanted to eat it. Once I said no to her, they're not for eating now, then it was done. She didn't want to decorate anymore. So that meant that the last two I did myself. And then we put her in her eating chair and she could have her cupcake. Which I need to say she enjoyed. She enjoyed it a lot. But basically it's food, so most of the times you're okay. We also actually got in our pictures of the cake smash we did last week with our son. Full last week. It's the week before that, actually, now. So we got those in, so I can now show you the cake and the setup of what we did. So those pictures will be in around here somewhere. Grab my color. So now it's just waiting to get the printout of the pictures from the shoot, and I also won a keychain from the photographer that made our pictures. She absolutely does a wonderful job. She mostly specializes in newborn and cake smash shoots, but almost literally she does like everything. You can almost think of crazy, I almost want to say the crazier the better with her, because she doesn't turn away things, at least as long as the request is normal. Also, she will have her boundaries of what she wants to photograph. How do you say that? At least of what she wants to take pictures. Let's say it like that. I can understand that she has her things that she's like, nope, not comfortable with that. Which is normal. At least I think. So, yeah. Not going to blame her for that. But she actually made... Well, I know her from the person that did our wedding photos. He partnered up with her a couple of years ago. They opened the studio basically like a few months after we got married, but she, one of the other reasons, wasn't the extra photographer for our wedding, which afterwards she was like really sad because we had a location that she really wanted to shoot, so that was bad for us. Well, sad for us, I almost want to say, because she makes amazing pictures. So she opened the studio with him. We got an offer for like a free shoot with 1 or 2 pictures, and then we could buy extra if we wanted. Bought a few of them, but not much. So that was like a promotion, so they could build up like a portfolio. And after that, she did our pregnancy shoot with our daughter, her newborn, her melon smash, because we did with her a melon smash, like a watermelon. So it basically is like a kid eating a melon. Try to, again, put in some pictures over here. Obviously, again, not with recognizable faces. So the pictures can be like anywhere. But you don't need to see the faces of my kids. At least at this point, I'm not really comfortable with it. Maybe in the future, but not up to now. But again, yeah, the photographer made those pictures. She actually was the first time that she did one of those melon smashes, and she absolutely loved it. And she actually said that she wanted to do more, but I believe as of this date she hasn't. I also gave her another idea for another shoot that I might want to do next year, but we might not. That's depending on if our son likes them, like pancakes. Because we wanted to do like a pancake shoot because our daughter loves them. But we thought like with a first birthday, we just had like, it might not be the best plan. So we are just sticking with cake. We actually didn't want to in the first moment, but hey, that's how it went. But at least we found a fun way of getting a different theme for it. So at least it wasn't the most basic version. And that's what I like, at least. So, well, yeah, then, as I was saying, she did on the melon smash and obviously the cake smash for her son. And she also did the pregnancy, the full maternity photos of him, and the newborn shoot from him. And with that, as I said before, she is open for pretty much any ideas. And I saw an idea somewhere on YouTube, actually, on a couple that I follow on YouTube. They were pregnant with also their second kid around the same time. They actually are like a few days apart in age. And their oldest also is like a few months younger than my daughter is. And they did like a belly painting session with her. And I was like, oh, that looks like so much fun. So I sent that video to the photographer like, hey, on that and that timestamp, go look. What do you think? Is that something we could do? And she was like, yeah, we can work with that. I can totally see that. So we did some belly painting. I did make some edible finger paint for kids. So that because she never painted before, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to get an edible version for just in case she wants to eat it. She did once, but didn't like the taste of it, so she used a brush, which I was quite impressed with because she never painted, as I said, and she used a paintbrush. So that was really cute. Yeah. It's only sad that like the photo shoots are so damn expensive because I have so many ideas that I want to have done. Also with like, I want to have like sort of a after wedding photo shoot. For instance, like the kids in, well, my wedding dress and my husband's wedding suit. Because I just think that's fun. And yeah, that thing, those clothes just hang in the closet like gathering dust. So it would be fun if they can be used for something, but probably will be like 300-400 euros to have it on a location. Probably will do like the same location we got married at. And yeah, it's just a little expensive. Would be fun to do though, but yeah. There's always the issue of money. Especially with little kids, you need it. Well, you can make it everything as expensive or as cheap as you want, but as you might know by now, we also like our luxury and comfort, so try to find a good balance between, well, cheap I want to say, and good. And yeah, like for instance the vacuum we bought later for last week. It was expensive, but well, it basically runs on its own. I don't need to do anything except, well, dumping out the bin that's in there. But if you get like a little bit of more, well, I almost want to say like the expensive version of the regular vacuums, you pay the same, if not even more. So I try to look up for discounts and stuff on everything, so that makes it a little bit more affordable. And that's the same with shoots. I just like it to be affordable, but I also want it to be fun. But yeah, with the whole world situation at the moment, like we're almost like running out of the stuff that we have, so probably not too much. We either just need to start ordering online or make like appointment in the stores, what you need to do here, because we have a list of stuff that we need, and yeah, that list is getting quite long, so I fear that in not too far away of a future, we still need to get a lot of things. Also for the kids, like as I said last week, we needed to have a car seat, but you can't go just to the store, so we needed to buy one online. Luckily, we have one for a daughter, which we're happy about, so we are like, you know what, we're just going to order the same one, so we know what it is and stuff. But, yeah. Basically getting annoying that you just can't get out of the door to grab simple things. But we're trying to at least do as much as possible. So, well, yeah. That was kind of a rant. But you know me by now, I can get rambly, so if you don't want to listen to me ramble, you know where to go. And if you do want to listen to me ramble, well, you're always welcome to listen. How long am I rambling for at the moment? Oh, 32 minutes. Well, let's think. I want to do a little Dutch lessons, as I did not do much last week. Let's see. What did we do last week? You know what? We're going to do the garden edition this week. A garden, or as some places is said, a yard, we call in tuin. So in tuin is a garden or a yard. Then we have the grass. That is kind of the same. Grass is gras. So it kind of stays in the same direction. We have, let's see, flowers. Flowers zijn bloemen. And with flowers, we also have trees. And trees are bomen. And then in our trees, we have some birds. And birds are vogels. And let's see, let's think of another one. You know what? The thing we didn't have today, the sun. The sun actually is pretty familiar because sun is zon. So they sound kind of the same. Sun and zon. We didn't have much sun today because we had snow. Can you believe it? The second day of Easter, I don't know if you have a second day of Easter, but we have second Easter day, Easter Monday. It snowed today in the Netherlands. It's amazing. amazing and crazy and annoying. It didn't lay down long, but still it snowed. And in the evening it snowed quite hard. I was surprised by it. But yeah. Don't have actually much plans for next week to do. So I don't know if I am, well, probably staying at home most of the week because, well, yeah, my husband is at work, so I just can go and pack up the kids and go somewhere. With like the whole restrictions at the moment. At least we'll try to make the best out of it. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope I can film a couple of unboxings. Well, a unboxing. I have one of the latch hook kits that I did my coming soon video on. I have already posted up, so if you haven't already, go take a look if you're into latch hooking. And then I today got a notification that the other set should be in the Netherlands, so it should be here like this week or the next week. So hopefully I can unbox that this week. If not, it will be a little later. So I hope to have held you company for a little bit, and I hope that I can see you soon in one of my next videos. Again, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, well, you know the drill. Please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. That would help me out a lot. So, take care and see you soon. Bye!